welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel if you're new. I am in my kitchen right now. I'm really sorry for the lighting in here. It's not ideal, but this is the best we're gonna do right now. I remember when I first started eating healthy, I wanted to kind of make all of my favorite things that I love to eat either from scratch or kind of find like a really good healthy version of it. Not that there's anything wrong with eating bread, regular bread, but I just really love this bread. Everyone who I've shared this recipe with, or if I've let them try some of my bread that I've personally baked, they have all come back with rave reviews and told me that it tastes like dessert bread. So this is my kind of like cinnamon sweet dessert bread. However, it is an almond flour base. First things first, I'm going to show you guys what you need. You obviously need an oven, and then you need one of these little bread baking, what's it called, tins, pans, I don't know, bread pan. You are also going to need some other ingredients. So we have coconut flour, flaxseed meal, almond flour. I have stevia, but you can also use honey or maple syrup. Then I have coconut oil. You can also use butter. I have some cinnamon. That's my cooking cinnamon. I have organic apple cider vinegar. I have some baking soda, and this is sea salt. Along with that, you're also going to need 5 eggs and 1 egg white. So here I have 6 eggs in total. Also, I can't take credit for this recipe. I found this online. I'm going to link the actual recipe down below because they probably do a better job explaining everything. But anyways, those are the ingredients that we need. Then you can also do optional chia seeds or any like kind of toppings or anything you want to put in there. Something that I like to do that they don't say in the instructions online is I like to add a tiny bit of vanilla. It just makes it taste really delicious and it adds to the overall sweetness of the bread. So first thing you want to do is preheat your oven to 350, which I'm going to do right now. I actually just baked yesterday. I baked some paleo chocolate chip cookies, and so if you guys want to see how I do those, I can do those in another video as well. But first thing we're going to do is preheat our oven, and then we're going to line the bread pan with parchment paper at the bottom and grease the sides. Unfortunately, yesterday I ran out of parchment paper, so I'm just going to grease the sides with a little bit of like any kind of cooking spray, and it works just fine. I know parchment paper would be better, but like rub that all over. The pan is greased and the oven is preheated. First things first, in a large bowl, mix together your almond flour, coconut flour, salt, baking soda, flaxseed meal or chia seed meal, and a ½ tablespoon of cinnamon. So we're gonna put in 2 cups of almond flour. And my almond flour is running low, so that's about all we've got here. I'm just gonna dump this whole thing in. And by the way, what I was using was a ½ cup measuring cup. So we're gonna dump in all my almond flour, essentially. Then we're going to do 2 tablespoons of coconut flour. This here is ½ of a tablespoon, so we are going to do 4 of those. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then we have 1/4 cup, little measuring cup here, and we're gonna do 1/4 cup of flaxseed meal. And then we have 1 tablespoon of cinnamon. I just pour as much cinnamon as I really want, essentially. I use a ton of cinnamon because I love cinnamon. We can just add a little bit more. We really like cinnamon. There we go. Then we have 1/2 a teaspoon of sea salt, 1 teaspoon of baking soda, and then I also add in my stevia. But again, if you want to do honey or maple syrup, then go for it. And I'm going to mix all of this together, and then we're going to do the wet ingredients. In another small bowl, whisk together your eggs and egg white. Then add your maple syrup or honey, which I use stevia, so I just put the stevia with the dry ingredients, apple cider vinegar, and melted butter. And then you mix the wet ingredients with the dry. And you want to be really diligent with your mixing here because what I found is that there can be a lot of clumping that goes on. So you really want to make sure that you get out all the clumps, or at least do your best to get out as many of the clumps as you can before you place your batter into the pan. So there's 5 yolks. And then we have 1 egg white as well. One, and then fill that up halfway. Apple cider. That was 1.5 teaspoons of apple cider vinegar. Now we are just adding in 2 to 3 tablespoons of melted coconut oil, and we are going to whisk all of this together. Oh wait, actually, sorry, I forgot. We're just gonna add a few drops of vanilla extract just to make it taste better, in my opinion, and we're gonna whisk it together. And now I'm going to slowly add the dry ingredients. I'm not going to do it all. Okay, so I have mixed together all of the batter and I've put it into this bread pan, which I know it doesn't look like a lot of batter, but you know, bread rises. I'm going to take this and pop it into the oven. So now I'm going to let that sit in there for 30 to 35 minutes or until you can stick a toothpick in the middle and it comes out without any of the wet dough still on it. Okay, my friends, it has been 35 minutes. So we're taking the bread out of the oven. Oh, there goes my timer. There she goes. And look at this gorgeous gal. She has risen. That sounds like I'm talking about... Oop, just close the oven with my foot. She's doing pretty well. I am going to let this cool for a bit. You can see, oh, it's so unfortunate, my fork marks in it because I dipped my fork in it to make sure that it was... Damn it! I really screwed that up, huh? Well, I'll try to cover that up. Anyways, I'm gonna let this cool for a bit and then I'm going to eat a slice of this while it's still warm because, oh my god, it just smells so good. And I think one of the best things about baking your own bread is just the smell that it gives your house. And well, for me, my apartment smells like buttery, cinnamony goodness. And oh my god, I could hold this up to my face all day. It just smells so good. Anyways, I'm gonna let this cool and I'm gonna show you guys how I serve. Now, I don't know about you guys, but I absolutely love nut butter on my bread. So the nut butter that I'm going to use is Bear Butter. This stuff is absolutely to die for. It has all these really delicious nuts and seeds. And I like to just spread this, a little bit of this on our bread here. And then on the other piece, I'm just going to do a drizzle of honey. And this is the finished product. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. And if you try this bread, please let me know how you like it. I personally love it and I am absolutely obsessed.